Hello everybody, welcome back to Road to Master. Hope you're all having an amazing day. Starting off here with the white pieces against a 1725 from the United States. So we'll go ahead and play our usual e4. E5 here as well, and you know we stick with the Scotch Gambit. Hopefully we get a better version of it than yesterday though, because that was a bit abysmal. Maybe abysmal's a bit harsh, but not quite right, let's say. Again, waiting for them to play a move. I think the Scotch Gambit's quite usual, so they should have some up there, but then we go ahead and see a H6. Not ideal, not ideal. So we'll just go ahead and take this pawn then. And we just play this like a better version of the Scotch. Basically, we've got a piece out for nothing. They go ahead and do that. Maybe we can get some tempos here. That could work, actually. That could really work. The only thing I would say is knight there. But then you have... potentially like a queen there. Or you could just go ahead and do like a knight takes. And play like a pawn takes. Pawn takes is okay. Maybe just castle. Or we could push the pawn. I think that seems like the most obvious move. Potentially have a queen f3, which actually could be a bit more dangerous. No, because you got a knight there and that stops everything. That's the good thing about queen h5 is that you cover the knight there. But knight there stops a lot. I was thinking about sacking on f7, but after king takes, you've not got much at all, really. You can't check there. Oh, sorry. You can't check there because the queen blocks and everything's covered quite nicely. And then if you go like there, yes, they can't block it, but you're also not really getting anywhere with it. They can go back, and then what's your big idea? Like a take or something, you know? Yeah, no, I think we hold off for now. Maybe a knight there and looking for that. Or we could go for an f4. We need to make a decision here. We need to make a decision. Come on, think, please. A knight there seems pretty natural, but I don't want to give them too much time. Let's play it safe. Let's play it safe. That's a lot of time to think about just playing it safe, but I don't think queen h5 works just yet. Maybe we have a bishop sack, but again, nothing super solid if we were to go back and just sack straight away. And that's actually quite similar to a line in the Alekhine. A stupid line in the Alekhine, where you sort of sack there. But black's just more developed in this case, and that doesn't work anyway, so why would it work when they're more developed, you know? So yeah, I think playing it safe was the right call. And now maybe we have some ideas with the queen there with the knight d5. I didn't even look at push really, because I just sort of ruled that out. But it's not actually the worst. It's not actually the worst. So yeah, maybe I think we made the right call. I think we made the right call there. Also, Happy New Year, everyone. I know it's not quite New Year, but it's New Year's Eve. 4:45 by my count. So if you're watching this a few hours later, then Happy New Year. They're playing A6, which can't be good at all. I mean, we've got so many choices. Maybe an F. Queen F could work straight away at this point. The problem is I don't like D5 there, because you've got no threats and then two of your pieces are under attack. So it's a bit yucky. Do we have a sack now? Unfortunately, I don't believe we do. I'd love to get some more room or something. To be fair, doing a cheeky knight takes could be a decent move. Go queen there then. If you've got something like that, you have an e5. No, you don't. No, but you do have a knight there threatening a fork, which is very nasty. Maybe we go for that. Takes, knight takes. I don't think they would go pawn takes. Although it's not the worst. It's not the worst, is pawn takes. Knight takes, queen there. That is fine, but that's there. Queen there or something. Queen there is probably better. Yeah, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay for them. We could get the bishop out. We could get the bishop out. Let's do... Think about getting the bishop out. After the knight there, we're getting hit, so we'd have to go back, which I think is fine. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. And we're just trying to be really accurate here. Not that I think we will be accurate, because we're out of theory, obviously. But still, we'll try our best to just... Because last episode we struggled because we were trying to force things. So let's do the opposite and try just play super solid. It can't hurt. It can't hurt. They've declined our gambit. They've played a6, h6. They're underdeveloped, so I don't see why we can't play super solid. Realistically, I think that logic makes some semblance of logic. The logic makes some semblance of the logic makes some semblance of sense. Maybe, I don't know. The English language confuses me. But yeah, I think you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, Happy New Year. That was what I was on about. New Year's resolutions. I have a few New Year's resolutions about chess that I would love to tick off. I'm not usually a big fan of them, but I think with the channel and everything, it could be a good idea. Firstly, I want to get to 1800 by the end of the season. Now, the end of the season, we're halfway through the season now. So I need to play well. I need to win a lot, but I think I got a chance, which would be amazing. I would like to read more chess books as well. I've got a couple chess books laying around, but I've struggled to sort of get into chess books, really. I'm not a big reader anyway, and because the way chess books are formatted, you've got big paragraphs of lines, so you can't really do it in your head unless you're like a grandmaster. So you've got to like get out your board, get out your chess app, you know, and put it in there, and it's a bit tedious. So I struggle to get into it sometimes, but I'm going to try read more. I'm reading one at the minute. I'm reading How to Reassess Your Chess, which is a super amazing book. I'd highly recommend it if you want something like that. It's a proper like chilled out sort of way of approaching it, and super like logical and intuitive. Perfect for like between intermediate and advanced players, you know. And yeah, definitely recommend that. Obviously, I've got things like Dvoretsky's Endgame, and then a few video courses as well that I want to check out as well, and get them ticked off. So those are my goals really. And we got a D6. Back to the game, we've got a D6. Which again, it's just super passive. Super passive. Crazily passive. Crazily passive. And now's the time where I'm more comfortable to do something like Queen H5. If there were to be a time to do it, it would be now. Yeah, G6 seems decent still. Seems decent. And there's nowhere else for my queen to go on this row. So unless we end up doing a sack, which again I think still works out okay for black. You have a knight there, a pawn there, king can go back. There's so many options. I don't think that's the right move. Maybe we do something like this and just try get that knight away, but again you have the takes inwards, which I believe is fine. Maybe we have a push. Maybe we have a push at this point. A cheeky push. That I'm not upset at that really. A cheeky push to break things open. The good news is if they take, we have knight takes, and if pawn takes, we win a queen with the old tactic. So knight takes. We can trade off queens and then knight back, and then we get the pawn back, and we're hitting that. We can get a knight in and look for a fork. We can long castle. I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. Unless it's a blunder, which it very well could be because it's covered by the knight. So pawn takes, knight takes, queen takes, rook takes. Pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes, and that's even? I don't know. Maybe we miscalculated that. Oh well, womp womp. What can you do? We also have knight takes is a thing they can do. Which point we do bishop takes, pawn takes, and then maybe we go for a queen there and try to win back this pawn, which could work. Knight there, then maybe we go rook out and try to hit the queen, which again could work, although the knight's in the way now. Super interesting really. Maybe we've got like a knight back, hit this pawn after knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, queen there, knight back, they have maybe a queen check, which is a bit annoying actually. Bishop back is not very nice. Knight Castles. The more I look at it, the more e5 isn't particularly nice. The good news is we're both using a lot of time here. That is the only good news there is. But yeah. Yeah. If I were to be able to not do that, I would not do that. Now that I think about it. But we've done it, so we have to live with it, and we have to make the best of it. I think probably the computer wants castles. I don't see anything else. That's what I find frustrating about these moves. Is it's so oh, that's interesting. It's so tempting to try overcommit, and I fall for that a lot of the time. So yeah, that's great. That's a super interesting move. Super interesting. Yeah. If knight takes, pawn takes, so you hang on to the pawn, only move. So knight takes, pawn takes. Then bishop back, bishop there, try hit that. And we still have the central pieces. Let's go for that. Let's go for that. Obviously, they can do bishop takes, but loses immediately, which would be very funny, but wouldn't make a particularly good video. So, you know. Yeah. I think pawn takes is the only reasonable move. Maybe we have some push. Although bishop takes is completely fine, I believe. Yeah, pawn takes. And then we just drop the bishop back and we try look for this weak pawn, because this is a very nice bishop here. It's not getting kicked about at all. Oh, and if the bishop moves, we could potentially do a knight takes pawn. No, the knight's there, and that's pretty nice. Just with ideas of hitting this pawn, so the queen would have to block, and we win the queen. But I don't think that quite works out here, unfortunately. It would have been very cool. I don't think it would ever work out, actually, because if the bishop moves, so the bishop stays on this diagonal, it blocks the check. And if it moves here, we can push the pawn to block the check. Oh, no, because it would be... Yeah, it's defending. Yeah, it can push the pawn to block the check. Can it? I don't even know. It doesn't work. Why are we thinking about it? Why are we thinking about this? It doesn't matter. But this is an interesting game, to say the least. I really want to castle and get a rook on this open file. Just cover this pawn. And I believe now could be the time to do it. That looks passive. Push takes would be fine for us. And if takes, you can just go back, and they can take that, but they would quickly lose it. Castles and then push, yeah. And if takes there, then we can go like there, and we've got checks there, and that's quite nice. So let's just castle. Oh no, no, the mouse slip. Oh crikey Moses, the mouse slip. Yikes. Oh no. Yeah. What can you do? Oh no. Gosh. Well, we're gonna have to work hard to recover from that one, really. Wow, that was abysmal, to say the least. Absolutely horrible. How can we recover from this? Okay. We have a g3, but I don't like how that's blocking in the bishop. They've got pushes and then bishop there, and try win this pawn. We have an f3, which is probably our best option, and we'll manually castle. We'll go, what's that, 3 moves down to castle. Ay. Not what I want. Not what I want at all. But, you know, worse things have happened. Worse things have happened. Yeah. And we'll play a king f2 and get the rook across here. They've got no other way of attacking this pawn, so we're all good on that account. And maybe it's not the worst. It's obviously not ideal. But at least it wasn't like a material losing sort of thing. I hope. And we'll get the rook across, and we'll sit the king. Either we don't even have to move the king right now, but yeah. Ay. Okay, we could even go there and try hit the H pawn, but they've got like a H6 something. Not really sure, but yeah. Knight there is weird. That's a strange move. Maybe they're just trying to go after the pawn. Let's get the queen up and just force some movement on their king side. For now. Ooh. Push is tricky. That's a tricky move. We would have to go knight there. Because if we go bishop takes, they have pawn takes. And then we would go down a piece. So we'd have to move the knight. What? What's that queen doing? What's that queen doing? I'm not really sure. Hitting that? What? Can we not play an f4 here? We could also take. It could work. As long as we don't blunder our queen. As long as we don't. We also have a bishop up. And then check again. Bishop up isn't the worst, actually. Check. We've got a pawn push. Yeah, queen can go back there, and it's okay. Should we just take the queen? Should we just take the queen? Try get a knight there. Trade off the light squared bishop. No, we don't really want to trade off the light squared bishop. We want to keep that. That's a bad bishop for them. Let's trade off queens. I think that's the only choice, really. We could also do a little h3 just to stop any g4 idea. Yeah, let's play a h3. Gives our bishop some room as well. We need to double up here desperately, just to keep cover of this pawn. And I think it could be even. it could potentially be. Or I think their central pawns are a bit more scary, but this is pretty solid for us. We also have some push ideas. That knight's doing literally nothing. Literally nothing. What are you looking? You're looking for a push and then takes. Push. Takes. Should we go knight there now? If knight there now, then after push we have takes. Takes, and we take, and then we're forking as well. So let's drop the knight back now, and we're looking at maybe even like a c3. We also have ideas of going back to d3 as well, and just cover this a lot more. But I'm worried about that pushing. Yeah. Let's play a c3 then. And just tries to secure this the best we can. And if they do that, then that's fine because their knight's just dead. And we've got this outpost for our knight here as well. Not really an outpost because they still have a c-pawn. But yeah. Comme ci, comme ça, as the French say. Let's be careful of that because after that the pawn is hanging, which is super annoying actually. Ooh, that's a bit nasty. That's a bit nasty, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh. We could pre-move the c2 so we can play a c3, or we can bring the rook across as well. The problem with knight there is double hitting, but that's fine because we can push. Let's do that then. It stops the bishop going there, and that's really strong for them. Yeah, I think we have to play that, unfortunately. We're losing this pawn. That's fine, though. We have discovered attacks. Yeah, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. At all, really. But that's the way it goes sometimes. We're low on time as well. Yeah, it's a tricky one, is this. It's a really tricky one. We're under a lot of attack, but they don't seem too eager to go for it. Not that you should be looking at this psychology. You shouldn't. You should be trying to play the best move. But we have nothing else to look at, really, because we're sort of just losing. So we can sort of theorize that they might be too scared to go for it, but it's not going to help anyway. Yeah. Problem is, after knight takes, maybe we don't even need to do bishop takes. Maybe we just go like rook there. Yeah, maybe we can just do a cheeky rook move. Or a knight move, even. Thing is, the knight's pinned to this pawn as well. Let's get this this rook off this diagonal. And hit this pawn, at least. And just try and make the best use of our pieces that we can while we still have them, because this is going to trade off very soon, I believe. Yeah. It's sort of, and they go for that, which is interesting, at least. We could do a bishop takes now, because that's no longer weak. Takes, and maybe even like a knight d4 could work. Pawn takes rook, nah, probably not. We could do a push, and then do a knight takes that way. Ooh, that's pretty cool, actually. That's actually pretty cool. Should we go for that? I think we gotta make some sort of play. Otherwise, it's going to be a slow defeat. Good thing is, after knight takes, it's almost forced, really, to do something. Because I've got the discovered, although the knight is blocking the bishop, so maybe you got a bit of time. We're also threatening to win this pawn, which would be huge. Although the knight moves, the bishop hits this again. Oh, super interesting. Yeah, let's go for that. Knight takes, because we're hitting the rook as well. Let's go for that. And we're covering this pawn with the knight. So let's pre-move rook takes. Oh, what would be really funny is if we could do a little checkmate idea. That would be great. I would very much appreciate that. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. All the bishop blocks, unfortunately. But still, anyway, the idea is there. The idea is there. But yeah, it's not looking too shabby anymore. Again, their pieces are just a bit all over the place. And they go for that, which wins as a pawn straight away. Although it is technically a trade. Oh, we also have check. If king there, we have so if the king goes back, we have rook takes. After pawn takes, knight check, king somewhere takes, bishop takes, and we've got a bishop pair. If the king goes forward, I don't think we have anything. We could sack for 2 pawns, but I don't think that's worth it, really. Oh, we've got to move. Let's check. Let's check. And get this pawn. Oh, we have that, actually. Rook takes. Yeah, let's go for that. Cheeky little move. Cheeky little move. I was scared. I panicked a bit there because we were running out of time. Oh, it's a discovered. No. Oh, we fell victim. We fell victim to the discovered. We panicked. We panicked. We panicked badly. Never mind. Never mind. We're only 2 down. We're only 2 down. We've got the bishop pair. You know, things could be worse. Things could be worse. And that was a direct result of not being able to castle as well. Ah, no. No, the mouth slips done me dirty there. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. That's a thing you can do. Yeah, we have knight there, and we're threatening the fork to win the exchange back. And we're just going to be really annoying. Just going to be really annoying. And maybe we can come back from this. Maybe we can come back for this. You can check me, sure. That is a thing you can do. That is a move. And we're winning that. Potentially winning the knight, although the bishop's blocking. We have some check ideas, actually, which is quite scary. They go back. Let's take this one. That's actually a really cool move because it covers the pawn. Let's take... No, we'll take this one. And we'll go... We can push this pawn. That is the thing we can do. Our bishops are doing an amazing job. And we're actually back even on material, which is crazy. Somehow. Somehow. I have no clue how. Wow. The comeback is crazy. And we're basically looking for a knight there. A rook there, sorry, and hitting that with the pin. With some checks potentially thrown in the mix. That doesn't seem particularly right. That can't be that good, surely. We'll go bishop there, looking for that. And they're very tied down as well, so potentially we could have some nice opportunities here. Like a rook there with a bishop takes. And with a check as well. Quite tasty, quite tasty. And this is all sort of spring just from that really active knight as well. So if that doesn't show you the importance of active pieces, I don't know what does, because, yeah, woo, powerful stuff. And they're a bit stumped, to be honest. The bishop pair is so good. So ridiculously good. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a more powerful bishop pair than that. That's crazy. We're going to continue with our plan. Oh, and the nice thing is we have... Oh, we have bishop there. And then it takes. Oh, that would be brilliant. That would be absolutely brilliant. I can't imagine black is particularly happy with this position. Rook there's a decent move. I think we go back at that point, which is a bit of a shame. Whew. Yeah, I think that's. Oh, they go that way. They go that way. Sure, you have some takes. Check. Works. Checks out. Takes. If they go there. Ooh, they also have rook there, which is super nice. So maybe we don't go for that yet. Let's play it a bit safe. We'll hit the bishop. Make them think a minute. Let's not pre-move anything. We're not having another mouse slip, please and thank you. Obviously their knight's pinned to the mating threat. Their knight's also pinned to this pawn. Their bishop's pinned to the knight. Yeah, and that's just a move there. They have a bishop check. But we go king there, and that's perfectly fine. And again, the knight's under attack. The bishop can't physically defend it, and the knight's stuck, which is winning. Which is winning. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Now we can take this pawn. Yes, we can take the pawn. Because the bishop's blocking that. Yeah, with checkmate. Bosh! Oh, the comeback of the year. Oh, fireworks, fireworks, fireworks. Wow. Whew. Oh, we need a spicy game review after that. Wow. Oh, they cannot be happy with that. That ended miserably. And to be honest, the graph says it's better for us for a lot of the game, which is crazy. So accuracy is 78.8 for me and 70.2 for them. I'm an 1800, they're a 1400 apparently. I never thought those were particularly accurate, but it's interesting. So we have an e4, e5, Scotch Gambit, and then you see h3 here. h6, sorry. Inaccuracy is slightly better for us. And then we, apparently we can castle, but knight takes is good. Yeah, thank God we play that. We'll have a look at queen h5. See what that says, but it can't be particularly good. Still slightly better. Knight g6 top move, and then you just sort of play on from that point. Yeah, and queen can go to f6, which I believe we said. And then at that point it wanted queen h5, and we thought about it. Yeah, queen h5 there. Show me the moves. And apparently that's just good. Is that all you're going to give me, game? Apparently it's just okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. There's no crazy attack going on. Yeah, if they do a G, what do we do? Queen f3. Oh, and that's significantly weakened that as well because it's got no push. That's quite cool. That's quite cool. I like that. D6, and then E5 is a blunder. We'll put the move on, and we knew that as soon as we sort of played it. We knew that wasn't ideal, but they missed the idea, which is great. And the idea is D takes. Oh, you're a queen there. and then you take the knight because that's hitting the queen. And then you pin. Oh, you pin. That's pretty cool. So you're just down a pawn, really, for not much. So yeah. And we take the knight, which is obviously fine. And then bishop b3, which we sort of knew. We sort of knew straight away, which is really cool. And it actually likes knight there. Which is super cool as well. I guess you drop your bishop back. Yeah. And you just play on. White's got to defend this pawn. Black has a slightly damaged pawn structure. Game on, you know. And we get to the piece de resistance. And it actually wanted knight to e2 here, which is interesting. Let's see what Castles says, because Castles has to be just okay. Yeah, Castles is the next best thing. Anywho. Yeah, and we're just trying to fix our error here, but apparently he likes h4. I don't really know. And they missed a shot with Castles. They wanted to start pushing our weaknesses, which I sort of understand. Yeah. And apparently that's a miss. It wanted knight there. I guess to hit that before we gave them the chance to sort of cover it a bit. Best move. Show me the moves. G5. That knight's not moved since, so I have no clue what the point of it was. Who knows? Yeah. Then trading one bad. It actually did want f4, which is super interesting. Sorry. There we go. Show moves. No, I want the best move, pal. I want the best move. No, not for them. For us. Gosh. There we go. Best move. Show me the moves. There we go. And the queen. Wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth knowing. H3 is good. It wanted H4 though, which is super interesting because I thought push was quite scary. But apparently not. Anywho. Knight back. Yeah, to be honest, it caused more problems than it was worth. We lost this pawn. It's stopping our rook from covering it, so I don't think it was the best. And then yeah. Oh, we played the right move there as well, which was cool because that was quite scary losing this pawn after c4. And then again with b3, which is cool. Oh, and we were right ignoring that as well. Perfect stuff. Perfect stuff. Cool. Oh, and then f4 was best as well. Wow, amazing. Knight takes, amazing. Knight takes, amazing. And then the great move. But what did it want instead? And actually, from what point is it better for us? So that's about even. And then the knight moved back. We said it looked passive. And it was. It's plus 1.1 for now. And then they made another inaccuracy, and it's 1.6. Even though we're down. Oh, we're not down at all, actually. And then rook takes. Obviously not great because we've got the discovery. And it wanted the king to be more active there, which makes sense as well. And then they walk into the lucky fork. Even though that's still technically better for us, even though we're down 2 pawns at this point, down the exchange at this point, it's still better for us, which is crazy. Just shows how active the pieces are, especially against the isolated pawns, which all of their pawns are actually isolated. Super cool. And then the fork obviously wins back. Oh, it wanted to sack the exchange as well. And you've got the bishop pair versus the knight in the exchange. Wow. Oh, and it liked knight there. Oh, super cool. Oh, bishop there, sorry, I should say. Because then, yeah, super nice. Yeah, and it liked bishop there, which is cool. Just looking to trade off bishops, but it ends up in the same way. They're not going to actually trade off for some reason. Okay, it wanted bishop there, just to prevent from taking and threatening takes as well, which is cool. And then we sort of just eyeballed it from here. We had some ideas with the knight and some mating threats. We did the right move there, which is cool. And then here it's just completely losing because we have... It doesn't even want that. It doesn't even want bishop takes. Well, let's see what bishop takes does for us. Oh, yeah, because they made the mistake. That's probably why. And then knight... So what's the best move? Rook c7. Show me the moves. Oh, because you win the knight. Nasty. Nasty stuff. And then it wanted king. Oops. Knight takes. Best move. Show me the moves. King h6. And then you continue with the pressure, I guess. You're up a pawn. Your pieces are super dangerous. And yeah. Nice game. That is a absolutely ridiculous recovery, and it's a brilliant way to close out the year because it's been a good year. I hope you've all enjoyed your year. You know, it's weird to say that, but I hope you all have. It's been a fun year for me. I've done tons of stuff I loved. Been around people, nice people, good people I like. Done lots of things, new things, scary things. All that stuff you should be pushing yourself for. Accomplish lots of goals. And I hope you all do that in the new year as well. I hope it all rolls through. And if things aren't working out right now, I hope they get better. I hope you find the motivation through my videos or whatever to carry on doing what you love doing. And hopefully get better at chess along the way. So, yeah. Happy New Year. Please like if you liked. Please subscribe if you really liked, and I'll catch you guys all next year. Bye bye.